guys, welcome to today's Big Brother Over the Top updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Kevin Watkins. Hey Kevin, what's up? Hope you're enjoying the season. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day like Kevin, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday, Jason and Chrissy were having a strategy chat, and it seems like Jason is getting a little bit fed up with Justin lately, just because, like, the H is O now. The H is O-H now. You know, H-O-H. But anyway, the pressure's on because Shelby is the HOH this week, and she does not like Jason or Justin. So I think Jason's kind of getting in this mindset of, like, it's either me or him. So he's trying to be like, oh, we should get rid of Justin. So he's telling Chrissy, like, Justin's always throwing competitions. He only really cares about himself instead of the group, and that's not cool. And then Jason's like, I really hope you realize that we cannot go to the final three with Justin because there's no way that we would ever beat him. It's just not going to happen. America loves him. So Chrissy's like, oh, well, I think it's too soon to be making that move. And Jason's like, oh, yeah, I agree. But we need to, keep that in mind. We can't go to the end with him. It would be dumb. So then Jason's like, the person who gets rid of Justin is going to have a nice little feather in their cap if they make it to the end. That's going to be a really good argument. So again, it seems like he's telling Chrissy, like, hey, if it's me and Justin up on the block, make sure you keep me and vote out Justin. Alright, so then Shelby and Alex were having a game chat in the HOH room, and they were also discussing final three scenarios. I think it really lit a fire under everyone's butt when Julie was like, whoa, we've only got 4 weeks left, because they're like, oh crap, this is coming down here to the wire. So they figure out they would not want to go to the end with Jason, Justin, or Whitney because they all seem to be very popular with America. So you don't want to go to the end with someone who you know is going to beat you. Unless you're like Cody or something. I don't know. Or Paul. Okay, so then Alex is saying that she would love to go to the end with Shelby and Morgan. Of course she's going to say that to Shelby, but I think Alex also feels that she could beat the two of them. I don't know. I think in that scenario, Morgan, no. Unless something crazy happens and Morgan just, like, wins her way to the end with competitions or something. But she hasn't really done much yet. Shelby and Alex, I don't know. It does seem like Shelby's getting a pretty good following. She's picking up momentum, but there are a lot of Alex fans out there too, so it's tough to say who would win in that final three. But it would be really awesome if they all went together because that would be the first all-girls alliance to make it to the final three. That would be like a major girl power. Break out your wooden spoons. It'd be great. But then they were talking about this week, and Shelby doesn't really want to reveal her targets until after the care package. I think she's afraid of saying them out loud and, like, all the voters hearing and then, like, making that person safe with the care package or whatever. So she's trying to avoid that. But they did make her talk about it in the diary room because it was in the weekday replay for last night. So we know that she wants to take out either Justin or Jason. And she's, talked about it a little bit with the others. But no one has really been campaigning to Shelby yet. It's really interesting how this season is different in that sense because usually you see people freaking out, like right after the HOH competition. They can't wait to talk to the new HOH and try to campaign. But this season, it's like really chilled out from Thursday to like Saturday morning because you don't want to like get all this game talk in there and then everything changes with that care package. They also want to feel out who the have-nots are to see, who is in favor with America that week. So it's really interesting how all the game stuff doesn't really start until Saturday for the most part. So then last night, Jason had an exercising accident. He was working out because he was bored as hell, and Chrissy was warning him, like, don't use that lifting bar thing. I don't know what the frig that thing is. It's not just like a pole and you put the weights on. It's got like all this other shit on it, but I don't know. Jason did not listen. He did it anyway, and he ended up dropping it on his face. Don't worry, he's okay. That would have been really bad. So then, the only other interesting thing that happened last night And I don't really want to call it interesting. It's not interesting, but whatever. The Late Night Jamboree was talking so much crap about the Ball Smashers. I mean, Danielle was really ranting on and on about Shelby. She was just like, Shelby is no one. She's a waitress at a pretend restaurant. And she says that she hates how Shelby acts like she's all bougie, but she really can't afford anything. And she lives with her aunt and uncle. And she's talking about how she's going to take Shelby to the real LA and she's going to get dragged through the streets or something, like some crazy shit. I just can't wait for them to hear Shelby's real backstory. And I really hope that we get to see that reveal on finale night. That would just be awesome. Okay, so game-wise, they're really hoping that America's going to help them out this week. They're feeling a bit better now that America nominated Scott and then voted him out last week. They're like, oh, maybe America's on our side again. We'll see. So this morning, Shelby and Morgan were strategizing, and, you know, they're trying to figure out who is the better person to take out, Justin or Jason. It's pretty much down to those two right now. So we saw the other day, Morgan was talking to Alex about the same thing, and Alex was really pushing for Jason to go first because that's better for her game. But here, when Morgan's talking to Shelby, Shelby's saying we should take out Justin first because it would help them secure the numbers so that they could take out Jason in the double eviction. You know, there's not as good of a chance that they'd be able to do that with Justin because he's got friends on both sides. Whitney is very close to Justin, so they're figuring, like, we should take him out first. Also, Shelby saying Jason is more likely to target Alex and Whitney before the two of them. I don't know that I agree with that. I think, yes, Alex, Whitney, I don't see that because Whitney is, like, with the other people now. I don't see them coming after her first. But also, once Justin's gone, it's going to be easier for them to pull Whitney back into their alliance. That's what they're thinking. All right. In other news, Justin is really struggling on slop this week, guys. Today, he pooped his pants. So, he threw away his crapped up undies in the kitchen garbage. And Big Brother called him to the diary room, or the diarrhea room, and it seems like they were like, you can't do that. You need to take that shit, literally, and put it in the storage room garbage. Because right after he came out of there, he was like, yo, I gotta put this garbage over there. Oh my god! I went to journalism school! Okay, moving on. I can't talk about his shit pants anymore. Care package delivery! It showed up at 1 p.m. and it was for Jason. I'm crying. Okay. So, he received in his care package supplies to make s'mores, a friendship necklace, and most importantly, he's the co-HOH for the week. So, we saw this power last year too, or last summer. So basically, he's going to be splitting the HOH with Shelby this week. They're sharing the room. They're sharing all the responsibilities. They each get to pick one nominee this week, and neither of them will be able to compete in the HOH competition for the double eviction, which sucks for them. So also, if the vote is a tie this week, the tiebreaker will be whoever performs better in this week's POV competition. Interesting. Does that mean it's going to be like a timed thing or what? I don't know. It's got to be something like easily ranked, you know? So then they went to, I'm still thinking about the shit pants. So then they went to the diary room together to get the rules for the safety ceremonies, and this shit sounds so complicated. Basically, they will each be saving 2 people, 1 at each safety ceremony. So it sounds like Shelby will be going first, and then Jason. I don't get it. It's almost like you're nominating their, like, what? You know what I mean? Because you're, like, saving people. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I'm still trying to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. It's gonna be crazy. I'm sure it'll make more sense in a little while, but right now it's just like, wait, what? So then, after Jason became the co-HOH. People were scrambling. Justin and Alex were in the storage room. They both feel like they're going up on the block. So they agree that they're going to talk to their respective HOHs and look out for each other. We'll see about that. So then Whitney and Justin were chatting. And Whitney is also worried. She's like, those girls are going to throw me under the bus to Jason. And Justin's saying, no. Jason will put up Alex. That's what he wants to do. And he's saying, you know what? There's a good chance that I'm going to be up on the block next to Alex. So you're going to have to vote her out to keep me safe. And Whitney's just like, I'll do it. What? Do you think she really will? I feel like she will, because Justin's like her dude. But Jason gets his HOH room that he'll be sharing with Shelby. They didn't open up that second one. They're sharing the same one, just like they did last season. So he got a letter from his mom. He got his photos, a Nicki Minaj CD, buffalo wings, snacks, all that great stuff. But now what? Now the fun begins. The strategy sessions. It should be really interesting to see what happens. And it's going to be really funny to see Shelby and Jason sharing this HOH. Shelby. So what's coming up next? We've got the live DRs tonight at 7:30 p.m. Big Brother time. And tomorrow night is the first safety ceremony. So should be really interesting. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think's going up on the block? And until tomorrow, much love.